What if NVIDIA's profits aren't as real as they look? What if behind the strongest earnings in the entire AI boom, there's a cash flow problem the market hasn't priced in at all? Welcome to Shorting NVIDIA Deep Dive, Episode 5. I'm Alex. Today, we're dissecting the risk Burry focuses on most, yet the market discusses the least. NVIDIA's cash flow trap. Why NVIDIA's perfect profits might be more of a paper game than the market thinks. Before we dive in previous episodes, we analyzed the hidden risk behind depreciation, covered the AI CapEx war, discussed the geopolitical squeeze from Chinese chips, and compared NVIDIA's valuation to Cisco's history. You can find all of them on my profile. All right, let's get into episode 5. Let's start with the basics. Profit can be optimized. Cash flow is almost impossible to fake. For a hardware company like NVIDIA, if revenue explodes, operating cash flow should surge right along with it. But look at NVIDIA's latest quarter. Revenue hits $57 billion, up 62% year over year. Profit continues to set records, but operating cash flow growth is not keeping pace with net income. This is the disconnect that Burry immediately focused on. When profit grows faster than cash flow, professional investors ask 3 questions. Did the cash flow actually come back from the customer? Is the true end demand really that strong? Or is the inventory being stuffed into the channel? This is what we call the cash flow trap. And what is the $610 billion circular financing claim actually about? Burry posted a highly controversial analysis, but let me give you the simplest version. The allegation is not that NVIDIA is breaking the law, but that some of the money buying NVIDIA GPUs ultimately comes from circular funding. Here's the mechanic. First, the company provides equity investments or loans to startup clients like CoreWeave or OpenAI. Second, these AI companies use that capital to purchase NVIDIA GPUs. And third, NVIDIA recognizes sales as current revenue and profit. This creates a loop. Financing comes in, money buys GPUs, revenue is recognized, financing is renewed, and the loop continues. This practice is common in tech cycles, but from a demand perspective, the risk is clear. If the financing environment tightens, will that demand instantly evaporate? Furthermore, there's a financial conflict. NVIDIA is using investing cash flow to support operating revenue. This creates synthetic revenue. It makes NVIDIA look profitable, but true cash health, the OCF, is lagging behind net income. NVIDIA has responded forcefully. No SPVs, no circular financing, the cash flow is real. We respect the official statement, but the question remains. If the profits are surging so fast, why is the cash flow not keeping up? Here comes Burry's second implicit risk, channel stuffing. This is a risk inherent in every hardware cycle. In recent reports, analysts noted that NVIDIA's accounts receivable is growing at an alarming pace, potentially faster than revenue. Simultaneously, the days sales outstanding is climbing. This isn't illegal, it's just what happens in an overheated market. Customers fear running out of GPUs, so they place insane orders early. But early ordering pulls future demand into today. While delayed customer payment is technically allowed, and if NVIDIA is aggressively pushing chips onto distributors, that future slowdown could turn huge receivables into bad debt or returned inventory. That's why Burry focused on the numbers. The core belief is that Wall Street and retail investors see NVIDIA's net income, but its real health depends on how much cash it actually collects. As we discussed in episode 2, NVIDIA's sales are not driven by average consumers. They're driven by Meta, Google, Amazon, Microsoft, and capital-intensive AI startups. This demand is capital expenditure, and the life cycle of CapEx is predictable. Surge peak, slow down, budget cuts. Once CapEx rolls over, GPU orders can fall off a cliff. This is almost identical to the Cisco story in 2001. Same script, different sector, different star. So, is NVIDIA having cash flow problems right now? The answer is no. NVIDIA has massive cash reserves, no debt crisis, and no officially disclosed financial abnormalities. But the risk structure is real. Number 1, profit grows faster than OCF. Number 2, extreme dependence on a few hyperscalers. Number 3, demand potentially pulled forward by financing. Number 4, valuation is priced for perfection. When a company is priced to never make a mistake, any normal cyclical fluctuation turns into a disastrous shock. So, as investors watching NVIDIA stock hit new highs, you must cross-reference the statement of cash flows against net income. If you want to know which cash flow indicators are flashing red and when the real demand might turn south, follow me and tell me your thoughts in the comments. We will continue to track NVIDIA's every move, guiding your entry and exit points. If you find this analysis valuable, please like and save it to your watch list and share it with a friend.